Dieses Gaming-Video wird euch präsentiert von justnetwork.eu.
Er ist ja leider gestern schon ausgeschieden. Jetzt ein bisschen müde, weil er gerade gesagt hat, er hat bis 7 Uhr geschlafen. Bis 7 Uhr war er wach gestern. Yeah. So, when did you arrive here in Krefeld?
A couple days ago.
A couple days ago. You enjoying it so far?
Yeah, I like the city. Every time I visit, it has really good food and people are nice. I like Germany.
Okay, back like when we met you before, you said you expected to not do so good in the tournament. Why is that?
I knew I didn't have time to practice for this because I just had too much other stuff going on. We just signed a Counter-Strike team, and I had to get all of that set up because it's a big step. That's 6 more employees, and it's a lot of work. So I knew I didn't have time to practice for this, and I told Take that I can't make it, but he really wanted me to come out, and a bunch of people talked me into it. So I figured I would just bring whatever decks and just come to hang out, mostly not really play the tournament. So
you regretting it?
I mean, not really, because I knew I wouldn't like win going into it. It's just it sucks because like 4 days from now I have to go to London for Gfinity, and then like 5 days after that I have to go to China, and every time I'm flying from the U.S., so it's like 18 hours of flying each way every time. So it's just this adds one more week of travel. I enjoy doing it, but it's
exhausting.
Yeah, it's just been a really busy month. So, but spring's always the busiest for Hearthstone. It seems like spring and fall. So,
are you thinking about like doing the management thing exclusively?
Well, it's no. I thought about a lot of stuff, but the thing about Hearthstone is I could just not play it for like 10 years, come back and still be just as good, because being good at the game is irrelevant, and you don't really get worse as time goes on. Mm-hmm. It's not like other esports where you have to like put in 10 hours a day to be able to compete at a high level. Mm-hmm. So I have the luxury of doing kind of whatever I want as far as playing professionally goes. But basically, like, I'm 23. I haven't run a business before. I'm just kind of learning as I go. So the thing I figured out is I just have to start hiring a lot more staff to handle things so that I have time to stream and go to events like this, because I think it's kind of invaluable to promote the brand that way. And it's not something anyone else can do, because building a stream took a year. So, so I'll just hire staff to do the managerial stuff for Tempo Storm more and more, and then I should have more time to do this. So, yeah.
When you started out with the stream, did you think it would be as successful as it is?
Yeah, when I was averaging 80 viewers, I was making minimum wage delivering sandwiches, and I was watching Twitch in my free time. And I told my friends about a week, the first week that the Hearthstone closed beta started being streamed on Twitch, I told my friends that I'm going to do this professionally in a few months, and I'm going to make a lot of money doing it. I just knew it would be big. And at the time, my stream had 40 viewers. But I'd done it before in Magic, so I knew what it takes to make a successful stream, and I saw Hearthstone's potential like immediately, because it just did everything that Magic did but better. So I knew I'd be doing it full time. I just I guess at the time I didn't think I would start a team, but I knew my stream would be big. Yeah.
Okay. I talked to a lot of people here, and most people, when your name comes up, say you're like one of the most creative minds in Hearthstone. So what do you think about that?
I mean, it's flattering. I think that if I focus on the game, I mean, in terms of like deck building and stuff, I think if I focus on the game exclusively and I wasn't doing all this stuff with the team outside of it, I do think I would be one of the best or the best. I did. But yeah, I don't know. I just enjoy deck building. It's mostly an experience thing. I mean, creativity helps, but it's mostly just deck building experience, because that carries over from 7 years of doing it in Magic.
Yeah, okay.
There are a lot of people who play card games, and most people who do it on a professional level don't really try to be creative, because it doesn't help them. They can just copy a good deck from someone who does try to be creative. But it's just something I enjoy doing, I guess. So I guess it comes across that way to some people.
Okay, good. At the same time, the same people tell me that you're not as likable as most of the other streamers. How do you feel about that?
That's absolutely true. I just don't like people, and yeah, I don't really like censoring myself either, just to get them to like me. So, if somebody asks me how good some 19-year-old kid is at a children's card game, I will give them an honest opinion. Sometimes I think they're really good, and sometimes I think they're absolute shit at the game. And when I say they're absolute shit at the game, the community response from the other 19-year-old kids, they take it as a personal assault, because obviously how good you are at a children's card game is, directly correlates to who you are as a person, and they should really take that as a personal offense, apparently. So I don't know. I think that I just don't like to censor myself. Yeah, I mean, everyone gives a shit about what other people think about them. I'm just not willing to change who I am in order to make them like me more, I guess. So
yeah, and I really like that attitude, and at the same time, I think it makes you more successful, because as much as the guys wants to see people who are easy to watch or something, they want the controversy, right? So, you have any questions? Okay. The word that always pops up in your stream is being salty and stuff. How do you feel about that? Like, how did it come to that point, and how do you work with those people that always bring that up?
I mean, it's just expected. It's not offensive or anything. It's I don't know. I just like complaining when I'm losing card games. It's a good way to vent, and I think most people do it. When I do it, though, I do it in front of 15,000 people, 20,000 people, so they see that, and then I don't know. That's just the adjective they chose. And the thing I've noticed about the entertainment industry, which is really what esports is that every personality in it, or every character, has kind of a narrative built around them. So, for example, Kolento, when people think of the character Kolento, he's known for being really good at the game and winning and being one of the best in the world. And that's the narrative that casters support, because they try to build a storyline around every person. Mm-hmm. So for me, they chose to go with the salty thing. I mean, that's just whatever. It's all storytelling. It's not really... I don't have strong feelings about it one way or the other, but that is what it is. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay. In one of your streams, unintentionally or intentionally, everybody could see how much you make or how much donations you had for a certain time. Was that intentionally or unintentionally?
Unintentionally. I don't make anything. I make like a $1 a year salary, because everything I make I just reinvest into the organization. So I would never brag about money or anything, because I just don't have that much. But it wasn't intentional. It's just, when you use OBS, it's a complicated, shitty program, and things happen all the time. But you might be mistaking me for Forsen, because I think Forsen did that.
Yes, he might. Yes. Oh God.
Well, no, it happened to me too, but it was like it wasn't like, it didn't blow up on Reddit like the Forsen thing. So okay. It happened to both of us, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why did you start founding teams and hiring people and stuff, just keeping all that money for yourself?
When my stream first got popular, I started getting a lot of offers from every major esports organization, because they also saw Hearthstone's potential. They wanted to get well-known players, and streamers that get those kinds of numbers just have infinite value to esports organizations. So point is, I thought about all my options, and I thought about where I was going to be in a few years, and I figured most people aren't in esports for more than 3 or 4 years, and I wanted to take this chance to build something that can pay the bills for my lifetime. So I needed to do something that's longer term, instead of just trying to cash in as much as possible for the time that I was popular. So that's why I decided to make a team, and it's been going really well. I mean, it keeps growing incredibly fast. It's being super profitable, but all the profits I just used to grow it even more. So I think 2015 and 2016 especially is going to be a huge boom for esports, and we're very far away from it being at its peak. So I think, it's definitely going in the right direction for now. So we'll see where it ends up.
The new expansion that just came out, have you had any chance to look at the cards, just think about what you could do with them?
Yeah, I mean, I played the first wing. The second wing just came out today, I think. I think the cards are pretty strong, and a lot of the cards are kind of underrated by people. Most of them actually are pretty strong, so I think it'll change the metagame a lot. And one deck that I expect to be the best is probably Rogue, once all the wings are released. But Dragon Paladin looks good too. It should be a lot of fun decks that come out of the expansion.
Okay. Okay, then we're done. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, no problem.